안녕하세요. Hello, my fellow orbits. Welcome back to the channel. Today, I've got yet another vlog slash experience review video for you guys. Now, it was supposed to be a vlog, but I didn't record half of my journey because I was actually with a friend who just did not want to be on camera. So I respected that, and I didn't film anything. The only thing I filmed was the actual concert itself. But yes, I went to Loona's show in Reading, Pennsylvania, which also happens to be their biggest stop at that point. It was also the halfway mark of their tour. I always love going to Reading rather than the other places because, first of all, it's a bigger venue, and it's not a big city, so it's easy to drive to. You know what I mean? I don't have to get all the stress of being like in New York or you know, whatnot. But yeah, anyways, the drive there was great, like I've always done for the past 4 times that I went there. But yeah, thankfully we had a really close hotel to the venue, and we kind of waited in line. No, we didn't wait. We waited in the hotel until like the last minute, and then we went in line. And it was kind of funny because while I was walking up the line, a lot of you guys recognized me and actually, you know, like said hi, gave fist bumps, said that you enjoy watching my videos, which is kind of weird. It feels strange to me that people recognize me, but for all of those that did, thank you. I love you guys, and also do not be shy. Come and say hi if you see me. All right. I always love it, even though it feels strange. I love it. I love meeting you guys. That's the whole point. It's just like that I'm doing this is to make friends, make you feel like you've got friends, you know, that kind of stuff. So, you know, it's always a fun time when meeting you guys. But yeah, after that, we walked in, grabbed a nice shirt. I also got a cap, which I'm not wearing right now. But yeah, then we headed up to our seats. So far so good. We had a floor seat. We weren't in the pit, so like the floor was separated into 2. So you had the pit in front of the stage, and then you had like an area for them, and then a barrier, and then seated floor. So there was like seats added to the floor, and we were like 3rd row in on the alley, or what you call it. Yeah, we had alley seats. All right, so we were like almost in the middle of the stage on the floor. So far so good. We had a really nice view of the stage. There was maybe like one tall person in front of me, but everything was going well, you know. I was with my friend next to me, and then, you know, all of a sudden we're getting all pumped up. The show starts with an absolute amazing intro, but that's when things, I feel like, kind of went down for me. It's got nothing to do with the Loona members at all. No. It was mostly the people, the general public, the viewers, the concert goers. That kind of disappointed me a little bit. And well, I guess I'll just let you see for yourself. I just wanna dance, stay, dance in my own, dance in my own. 새로운 빛을 따라 we love the way we go. 그래 모두 뒤집어. 다다다다다다 뒤집어 뒤집어. 다다다다다다. Camera action pose. So yeah, I had a pretty good view until everybody pointed their phones out above their heads. Now, I know I'm guilty as charged. I was also filming, but I have one rule though when I do film, and that is I keep it below me, either here or there, depending on where I want. Usually I have it there, and I'm just like filming, and I only film for like 30 seconds or so. Generally it would be the chorus part of a song. I'll just do the chorus and then turn it off and start jamming, you know. But even then, you'll see my videos, I'm still jamming even though I'm like recording. I kind of forget sometimes that I record. But yes, general rule for me anyways is I never have it above my head. Just, you know, for everybody else that's behind me. I even tried to like lower myself a little bit because there was somebody behind me that was a little bit shorter, so I just made myself a little bit shorter for them. So I try to be considerate, right? Unlike other people that just pull out a flip, like a Samsung Flip, which is almost the size of a freaking iPad, and hold it up the whole entire freaking show. I don't think there was once a time they put it down. I mean, they did while they were talking, but once they started performing, it was back up again. That is until this performance happened. Wait, what? So Yojin and Hassel were up there, and we had the best seats at that point because we could see both of them, right? We were right in the middle. We saw both of them. They absolutely nailed it. My footage, I think, is a little bit blurred. Like, for some reason, my exposure was way too high. So basically, Yojin and Hassel were suns. All right, they were just glowing. I mean, then again, they always glow. All right, let's be honest. Even if you see them face to face, they're glowing. Yeah, so they performed that, and in the next performance, frickin' iPad out again, you know. I mean, honestly, the rest of the viewers, like, were actually not that bad. Like, I didn't see a lot of people that had their phones up. I mean, they had them just like the general rule that I have, face, but they weren't all too high, you know, except for that one person that so happened to be right in front of me, and then next to that person was an absolute tall dude who, I mean, I've got nothing against him, all right? He just happens to be tall. It's what happens. He had a seat, all right? He had a seat. It was designated for him, so I can't blame him. He was also like very energetic, which I freaking love, all right? My guy, if you're watching, I loved your energy. You were pumping. But, I mean, bro, he had both hands up. So he took a lot of space, viewing space for me. But again, I can't be mad because he's just enjoying himself. What I do mind is somebody who literally just is not, like, does not look like they're enjoying themselves and just has a freaking iPad the entire show like this. Like, this is what they look like. Like, bro, enjoy yourself. You're at a concert. Come on, that's what you're there for. Alright, it's not to take videos, it's to enjoy yourself. I say that, but I'm taking videos. But like I said, I only took 30 seconds videos just to say, look, I watched that performance for my memories, for you guys, to show my experience, right? But after 30 seconds or so, I just put it back in my pocket and I start freaking jamming. I've got my light stick in my hand, and you know, I'm jamming, like screaming, you know, and whatnot. But yeah, it was just constant me looking through that person's iPad. I'm gonna call it an iPad, okay? Because it's literally the size of an iPad. Like, I don't know, if you're gonna be disrespectful and like pull it up the entire show, I don't know, take like something a lot smaller than a freaking iPad. Anyways, but I basically had like a small window in between the woman's arms that I could see. But as you can see, like, once that person puts that phone away, I've got a pretty decent view. All in all, I really enjoyed my experience of the concert. Well, I say that, I don't know, I'm like iffy. Like, the girls were amazing, the song choice, the whole track list that they played was amazing. I really loved it, and I did enjoy myself. But honestly, I experienced for the first time floor seats for a big group. I did have general admission before for Brave Girls, but I was like up front, and that was great. But we had numbers allotted to us. I didn't have to get there early in the morning, like twice. But like Loona, for example, I got to my hotel like at 10 the day before of the concert, and my hotel was like right in front of the venue, and my hotel room like looked out on the venue, and there was literally at least maybe 25 to 30 people already out there camping out in front for general admission. Like, honestly, kind of crazy. I don't know why they would do that. I would never, which is why I don't generally do general admission. But I wanted to experience a floor seat or whatever for a group, and I did it. Will I do it again? Absolutely not. I think the best spot, I've been to a few spots now at a bunch of different concerts, and honestly, the best spot for me is like on a diagonal, basically where I was for Dreamcatcher. If you haven't seen my vlog, have a look. Where I was placed there was perfect, because you're not too much on the side where you just see a side profile of the girls dancing, and you're not face in front on a seat where you're basically further away, where you just see dots. You're like in between. You see them face to face, you're pretty close. Honestly, it was the perfect place. That, to me, is where I think I would like to go. Yeah. But other than that, other than having a screen in front of my face almost the entire time, I really did enjoy myself. It was a great experience. And once the concert ended, I'm still wearing it. I haven't took it off yet. But I had VIP for the meet and greet, or high touch thing that they were doing, so we lined up for that, and I kind of forgot what came with a high touch. To me, in my head at that point, it was high touch, right? You high touched, but apparently it was more than that. So what we ended up doing is we lined up, then a worker, an employee, came along, gave us gloves to put on, like vinyl gloves, and then we went in, high-fived everybody. Hassel unfortunately didn't high-five anybody. She started off the high five session thing. She was the first member, but she had her sling on and she didn't do any like high five. But honestly, just seeing them, as soon as I got close to her, I just looked at her and I don't know, something in me just, she's such a sweetheart. Like seriously, she had an adorable smile on her face, and I legitimately right there and then fell for her. I was like, oh my god, Hassel, I love you, you know, like, not in that sense, but like, I don't know, she literally just looked like an absolute sweetheart did. I mean, throughout the concert as well, like, she was constantly on that emceeing spokesperson, I guess. Like, she was the main person that was talking, and her English is on point, seriously. But yeah, anyways, like, I loved Hassel straight off, like, from the beginning. Like, I love all the members, but once I got face to face with her, she was just so sweet. Like, you could tell in her eyes, like, she's one of the sweetest person. It's, I don't know how to explain. Once I made eye contact with her, you know what I mean? Like, you feel like you know somebody until you see them face to face, and then you're like, obviously you don't know them personally, but you kind of have like a connection once you make eye contact, and then you're like, yeah, she's the sweetest person ever, you know, like the mom of the group and whatnot. But anyways, so we got to say hi to her, and then it was the members. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I kind of forgot who was next, like the order. All I know is that Hassel started, Yojin ended, and in between there was the members. And I was just saying, you know, 사랑해, I love you guys. I got to Heejin, right? I get to Heejin, and Heejin, when I say that she's got a death stare, she physically has a death stare. I feel like everybody knows that, because I mean, her stares in music videos and whatnot is insane. But like, in real life, bro, I was like, I was falling, bro. Like, she burned my soul. Physically burned my soul. Like, when we made eye contact, I was like, Heejin, please, I've got other members to go and high five. Alright, let me live. So I kept going, and then, you know, go on, bro, she's adorable. Again, I don't know if Go On was before Heejin or after, but I do believe Jinsul was right before Kimlip. But anyways, I was going along saying I love you guys and whatnot. I get to Kimlip, still again halfway on the floor because of Heejin. I do know Kimlip was after, but anyways. Then Kimlip was the one that said I love you. It wasn't I. No. I got to her and she immediately just went, I love you. I don't know if that's because she recognized me. Probably not. But she just went, I love you. And then I just went, if I was not already dead from Heejin, I was dead at that point. I was like, Kimlip, please. Because Heejin's my bias. I mean, my bias line is Heejin, Kimlip, and Chu. Unfortunately, Chu wasn't there. Still sad about that. Still mad about the whole concert situation. But anyways, I'm going to talk about it later. So anyways, Kimlip says I love you. And I just kind of crumpled even more and panicked. And then I ended up saying Nado, which is me too. And then, yeah, I kind of blanked out for a bit. I can't remember who was after Kimlip. And then I kind of came back to my senses when I got to Yojin, who ended off the high touch. And I just remember with how short she was. I'm sorry, Yojin. But I felt bad because she was like leaning over the table in front of them to try and high five everybody. So I remember just leaning myself a little bit more forwards to, you know, so that she didn't have to break her back. And then, yeah, we left. So went around, then we lined up again. That's when I realized that we had a group pick to do after. I completely forgot about that. So we lined up, and in groups of 24, I believe, we entered and took a group pic with Loona. And as we came out, they gave us a little pouch like this, with a bunch of stuff inside, including a lanyard. All right. And this lanyard, it's not just any lanyard. No. It is signed by a random member. So once you got that, you exited the venue, and once you exit the venue, there was a mob of people outside. Just, they opened their lanyard, like, that's the whole thing. And honestly, it was kind of fun, but it was chaotic as heck. So what we would do was we would get the lanyard out, look to see who we had, and then you would just be like, all right, I've got a VV for a Heejin. VV for a Heejin. And you're just like, it looked like an auction. All right. You know, like when everybody's just in an audience and somebody yells out a price or whatever, and then you just put out your hand if you want it or not. It was basically that. And yeah, so I started off with VV, and obviously I was thinking of keeping VV because I do love VV, but I was like, you know what, this is an experience, seriously, so I'm gonna join in. So I was like, a VV for a Heejin, and somebody came up to me and said, you've got a VV, like all excited and almost in the verge of tears, and said, look, I've got a hassle and you've got a VV. Do you mind doing the exchange? So I was like, all right, you know what? You look like you want VV more than I do. So I'm gonna exchange it. Here you go. And at that point, I was like, I've got hassle now. And hassle completely wrecked me throughout the concert. Like I said, I don't know what it was, but I just fell for hassle so much. So I was like, do I keep her? I was like, you know what? I'll just try and see if there's a Heejin or a Kim Lip somewhere. So I kept going, and then somebody again really wanted a hassle. Looked like they were on the verge of tears, and they had a Jinso. So I was like, you know what? I'll exchange. I was like, yeah, you know what? I'll go for a Jinso. So I exchanged my hassle for a Jinso, and as I was doing that exchange, somebody runs up to me and is like, I want that Jinso. And I was like, who do you have? And they're like, oh, I think I've got a Heejin. So I was like, hey yo, here you go. So yeah, I went from VV to hassle to Jinso to now Heejin. So yeah, it was an experience. Everybody screaming in front of the venue. Honestly, like legitimately in front of the exit. Like people had trouble like coming out. But yeah, it was an experience, which I really loved. Which is funny because I do a lot of trading with my friends. Whenever we go and visit each other for concerts or whatnot, we always bring our photo card sets to do some trading. And I've never done trading that way before. It's really chaotic, but honestly, it's really fun. And I just kept thinking to myself, what if like all our trades was like that? It would honestly be fun, I feel like. But yeah, anyways. So I got a Heejin signed lanyard, which I love. Right there. If the camera is gonna focus. There we go. With Heejin. Honestly, some of them were really hard to make out. Like the signatures. Because then again, I mean, they probably signed it really quick. But yeah, that was my experience with the concert. Or for the concert. I'm sorry I don't have much footage, y'all. I, for the most part, forgot anything else other than the concert itself. I forgot to film. I was going to film the whole like chaoticness of the trading, but I forgot. And yeah, and I kind of gave up with the concert because like I said, I just wanted to enjoy myself. But yeah, that is basically my my experience. But yeah, thankfully at that point we still had all the members except for 2, obviously. And I'm kind of, you know, sad because after that I went to KCON, which I will upload a vlog for. And like half the members were not there, and this is something I do hate about the whole world tour, and I do count myself lucky to be able to have that experience, which is why I don't want to like just talk smack or anything about my experience. And even though it wasn't the best, I still really enjoyed it because like I said, we had all the members seemed to be in okay form. And yeah, it's just really sad to see like that members are now dropping like flies. Like seriously, like more than half of the group is just completely exhausted. And to be fair, I completely understand because I mean, I saw them at KCON and that was like in a week. Reading was on Monday, KCON was on Friday, and they had that's right, they had 2 shows to do in between, which is insane. It was like Reading, then they had to go to Louisville, I believe. Louisville was it Louisville? I can't remember. But they had to go there, and then it was New York, and then right after New York it is KCON. Like New York was Friday, KCON on Saturday. Like their schedule is absolutely insane. And when I saw them at KCON, like we did a meet and greet, dude, the members weren't there. Like they were physically there, but dude, it was a struggle for them. Like Yojin, poor Yojin, bro. We did the high touch, which ended up being a high wave, and bro, she spaced out. We got to her and she wasn't even smiling or doing high or anything. Like I don't know, she was probably in pain and just keeping it in, and she couldn't like smile or anything. But yeah, it was bad. But they pulled through and did give out an amazing performance for KCON. But like I said, that is KCON, which is kind of why I don't want to take my experience for granted at Reading. Is all I'm trying to say with the whole like KCON thing, right? Because I feel like after witnessing what I witnessed now, I appreciate my experience at Reading a little bit more. You know what I mean? So yeah, very unfortunate, and I'm mad at My Music Taste and BBC for this, because they are really are too overworked. And as much as I want everybody to witness and attend a Loona concert because it is so good, but at the same time, I don't want the girls to die, bro. Like they're dropping like flies. So yeah. Anyways, I feel like they should cancel some or reschedule, which I'm pretty sure is gonna be impossible because concerts in the US right now are just like overbooked. So hence why they are overbooked. But yeah, I don't know. I just feel really bad for them. And I feel like, yeah, I just feel really lucky. And I'm sorry if it makes others jealous or whatever. But like I said, I'm not gonna take my experience for granted, y'all. I'm gonna cherish it and hope that everything Loona does in the future is, you know, goes a little bit more smoothly, that they, you know, get their health. I was gonna say get their health back, but that sounds a little bit weird to say, but you know what I mean. Like hopefully they can pull through this and not get too tired, and I hope everybody does end up getting a good time. Also, don't get too frustrated if your members are not there. we have to be all understanding of the whole situation right now. But yeah, anyways, y'all, that is my experience. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Hopefully it's not too long of a video. Hopefully you watched till the end. If you watched till the end, you know, comment my catchphrase beluga down in the comments. Let me know. It lets me know that you watched the full thing. Let me know what your experience was, if you've been to any of the Loona concerts, or even KCON if you want to talk about that. But like I said, that's gonna come in a separate video. But yeah, share your experience down in the comments. Feel free to say whatever you want. Again, just be respectful in the comments. But yeah, with that, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next one. 안녕.